Poul's Kitchen. This is Chef Poul, and today we're going to be doing a video by request from Malaya, aka Athena, or aka Mrs. Dennis. This video is for you. So she's asked us to do a video on salmon. Now we can fry this, but that requires some oil, and we don't want that. So we're going to bake the salmon. So what we're going to do is we're going to start by preheating the oven to 375 degrees. And when it's ready to go, we're going to bake it for 20 minutes on 375. We got our salmon. Now, this has been left out in room temperature for about 10 to 15 minutes before we start cooking. Now, I'm going to use, a lot of people like to use butter. Butter can be good, but it can be also a little fatty and not really the best for you. This solution is not necessarily the greatest either, but this is low sodium, no sugar, so I like it. But this is a sweet and sour sauce, and I'm going to mix in some savory poultry seasoning. Yes, it's fish, not poultry, but it'll still work just fine. And some onion salt. You can use some garlic pepper if you want to. Put some of that in here, stir it up really good, and then what we're going to do is we're going to put on a rack that we put tin foil on. Put that on here, one scrape maybe of salt, and then load her up with pepper. Then paint the fish with the sauce, and then throw it in the oven for 10 minutes, or pardon me, 20 minutes. Now this is something you want to set a timer for, because you overcook this, it becomes hard, so it just doesn't taste good. So you really want to make sure that you do this the right way, because if you don't, it will not taste good, I promise you. It almost tastes like, I don't know, Chef Amy's cooking sometimes. I'm only joking. She's on the phone right now, so she actually hears this. But Amy's actually a really good cook, so I'm just picking at her. But before I throw her in, I'm going to show you the final product. Like always, Amy's not here right now, so I don't have somebody filming, so it makes it a little bit more difficult. But I'm just using 2 portions of salmon. They're really good. Like, it's kind of rich, so I mean, you don't really need a huge thing, but you know, some people have a good appetite, I guess. So I'll be back just before we throw it in the oven. Alright, so we're back. So before we continue, please hit the like, share, subscribe button. Visit us on our new website, www.poulskitchen.net. P-O-U-L-S net, or P-O-U-L-S kitchen.net. Hit up us on our Patreon page, help support us. We are supporting a family whose dad had recently passed away, so we're trying to help them. We appreciate that. But here we go. Now, when you're looking at this, yes, some of the sauce is burned on the side, and that's perfectly fine. And this is going to be perfectly cooked. Now, I'm just going to take a fork, because I don't need a knife for this, I don't think. I might, but we'll see. I'll grab a knife just in case. But she opens up pretty good, and you'll notice that she's nice cooked, nice and pink, and absolutely nice and juicy. Putting on 375 instead of 425 actually helps keep it nice and tender and really juicy and good. If you're going to get a nice fillet of salmon, and it's not cheap these days, it really isn't. And if you're going to get yourself a nice fillet, you might as well have a really good cut. This is going to be great, so I hope you guys enjoy it. Stay tuned, we'll do another one shortly. Thanks for coming to Poul's Kitchen, we'll see you soon.